Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Cuddy's Moral Compass. If you hear anything in the background, it's because my mic just decided to be fucking amazing out of nowhere. So, yeah, it's hearing everything. I heard. Hold on, let me see. Oh, what the fuck? Now I don't want to hear shit. It was picking up everything before I started. So if it does, that's why my mic's just fucking amazing. If it doesn't, damn, it's been 40 seconds. So it's only on. Okay, let's get to the intro. He's got morals, hey. And he's got a compass, hey. But he ain't explorer, nah. It's for his morals, hey. Got his moral compass, hey. Got his moral compass, hey. This the theme song till we get a better theme song. Alright, so every week I come out here and I say, welcome back. I have no clue what we're gonna talk about today, but this week it's different. We've been blessed by Doja Cat and Racism. I don't feel like getting out my phone, so I'm just gonna go off memory. Apparently Doja Cat is racist. What? Apparently she was years ago. Alright, let me start by saying this, okay? I'm tired of us bringing up old shit to condemn people today, although some of the shit, yes, should be condemned. My only thing is, when it comes to Twitter, everyone was saying wild shit. Like, especially, alright, so I guess I saw something saying that she was using homophobic slurs on Twitter years ago, which, okay, I mean, I don't know too many homophobic slurs. I know the F word, which is what I'm going to assume. And maybe these were fairly recent tweets. But I'm just going to go out on a ledge and say, listen, if they were before 2013, it don't count. It don't count. Everything before 2013 does not count. Everyone used that word, you know. Unless she was going at gay people, then obviously, yeah. But if she was just using it, it's not the N word, so I don't care. But no, but shit, she was on a tiny chat with some alt-right incel, whatever, stripping for him. Just talking all types of spicy shit. Apparently she said she wishes she was white, but luckily she's light-skinned and has a fat ass. Which, listen, guys, black is black. Let's not try and tear down within our race. That's how they tear us down, man. They try and teach us that light skins are better because light skin is the right skin because it's closest to white skin. And we don't play that. All colors and shades and all that is beautiful. It's beautiful, man. But as far as Doja Cat goes, I saw some niggas from the chat apparently came out and was like, nah, she wasn't saying racist shit. Which, of course, they're gonna. I want to know some. Okay, this is what I want to know. I want to know, one, can we confirm that the people that are saying no, she wasn't racist, she wasn't saying racist shit, one, can we confirm that they were in fact in this tiny chat, group chat, video chat, whatever the fuck it was? Can we confirm that they were in it? And then, once we can confirm that they were in it, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so, that's what I was gonna say. Can we confirm that they were in it? And then, once we confirm that they were in it, are they the people who we see, because, they've had a couple clips out where, I mean, she wasn't really saying no crazy wild shit or nothing on the little clips that they had out, at least the ones that I saw. Was it one of them? Because it's easy to be like, yo, nah, she wasn't being racist when my face is in there. And if she's saying wild racist shit, y'all gonna assume that I be in there saying wild racist shit. And I'm like, that was years ago. Even if I am wildly racist, I don't want niggas to know I'm wildly racist. So of course, I'm gonna be like, nah, she wasn't wilding like that. But okay, that's all I have to say. I don't really care. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I tried. I tried. There was actually something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember. Oh, this is gonna be a fun podcast. I almost didn't do it. I think I didn't do one last week just because like it came up and I was like, oh shit, I did not do a podcast. Let me do it right now. And then I was like, nah, let me not do it right now. I'm just not gonna do it. So I do want to put something out, especially because the last podcast was. I'm not gonna say it was trash, but it was trash. It was trash. Shit. So yeah. I gotta figure out this audio though, cause like I don't know if I'm turning this shit up or down, and I want to turn it down. Fucking dog. But what happened? Let's see. Joe Biden, my nigga. Joe Biden comes out and says, let me not a direct quote. I might be paraphrasing. He says, if you don't know who you're gonna vote for between me and Trump, you are not black. And I love it. Full disclosure, I'm gonna vote for Joe Biden just because it's him or Trump. And listen, I'm not with this, oh, I don't like either of them, so I'm not gonna vote at all. And it's like, okay, well, you don't like one more, and chances are, like that was my problem with the last election, with all the people complaining about Trump winning, but then also being like, oh, I didn't like either of them, so I didn't vote, or I voted for who is that one bitch that stole a bunch of votes? Was it Jill Stein? If it's not Jill Stein, I don't want to put it on Jill Stein, but right now I'm putting it on Jill Stein. Fuck you, Jill Stein. I'm not saying that Hillary would have been any better, but that was my thing. It was like people who were saying that were people who were the same people who are complaining now about Trump. And it's like, listen, America is a two-party country. It's two-party system. That's just how it is. Voting for these other parties do nothing but take away votes from the lesser of two evils, if you really think they're both two evils. And at the end of the day, that's all we can really ask for, is to have the lesser of two evils in office, because your mindset is everyone's evil, okay? Like, this is how, who was it? Fucking Woodrow Wilson? You know who I can't even say his fucking name. It's a fucking tongue twister. It's stupid. Imagine you met a nigga named Woodrow. I'm bullying the shit out of Woodrow Wilson. I think that was the nigga who he beat, like, Teddy Roosevelt and some other nigga because Teddy Roosevelt was he was trying to run for like a third term or some shit, but the Republicans was like, nah, fuck you, nigga, we got our own dude. And then he was like, alright, I'm gonna make up a party and I'm gonna run. And niggas was still fucking with Teddy Roosevelt, but the Republicans also had their own nigga, so they was like, oh, who do we vote for? So they split the vote, and then now this nigga Woodrow Wilson fucking won because the Republican vote was split, and now we don't have third term Teddy fucking Roosevelt. So, like, let's not fucking do that shit anymore. And you guys are stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just the way things are. It's not gonna change. I truly believe that we will never in a civilized America, have more than Democrats and Republicans. Every now and again, in some small town, not let me not say a small town. Every now and again, a state, might be able to pull off an independent nigga, might be able to pull off a Tea Party dude, might be able to pull off I don't know any other political parties besides those four, but they might be able to pull off someone from a third party to win and rise to governor or mayor or whatever. But as far as president goes, it's Democrats or Republicans. Are you more left or are you more right? Pick a side. You don't even have to pick a side. Like, you can just choose who you like better, And even if it's like I hate you 100%, but I hate this guy 95%, vote for the nigga you hate 95% because at least he'll please you 5% of the time, right? You feel me? Like, don't. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, you stupid dog. I mean, you're not the stupid dog. I mean, you used to be the stupid dog, but let me see if I can shut it up. Okay, anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember. But yeah, it's New Year, it's 2020, elections in November. Get out and vote. Listen, or don't vote. Like, my thing is, if you're not gonna vote, don't complain. Like, I never complain about, like, the governor, just because I don't know what the fuck the governor does. I don't know what the fuck the president. None of this. Of course, it affects me, but it doesn't affect me. Like, I'm not really feeling any of the shit that Trump does. You feel me? Oh my fucking god, why are there stupid fucking dogs? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're not gonna vote, don't complain. Like, if I don't vote for the mayor, and then it turns out that California has, like, the first openly Hitler was right mayor, I can't be like, damn, y'all niggas crazy. Like, nah. Well, I said California has the mayor. Los Angeles has the first openly, I'm a Nazi, Hitler was right, fuck the Jews, fuck the blacks, fuck the gypsies type shit. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna be kind of like, damn, that's crazy. But I'm not about to be like, see you guys fucking vote for this dude. Like, I didn't vote. I can't complain. But if you're gonna complain, you gotta vote. And if you're gonna vote, don't waste your time on third parties. I'm sorry. Don't waste your time on okay, waste your time on third parties if you want, but not when you have someone that you vehemently hate. Like, people hate Trump. Like, people were like, if Trump wins, I'm moving to Canada. Of course, they didn't. But they were like, if Trump wins, I'm moving to Canada. And then they didn't vote. Or they voted for fucking Jill Stein. Like, I get it, Hillary's not perfect. But fucking vote for Hillary so you don't have fucking Trump. Like, that's your fault. Fucking Joe Biden isn't great. But I'm gonna fucking vote for Joe Biden because he's not fucking Trump. Which I really do not give a shit. I know my political, all that shit. I'm not political, really. I like to, argue just for the sake of arguing political shit. And I never come with facts, which is the best thing, because... Anyways, but, like, I really don't give a shit. But I know, like, if push comes to shove, and if it's really an issue, chances are the Democrats are going to be siding more with what I think, which is, it's funny. I don't watch the news, but if I do watch the news or watch, not necessarily the news, but if I watch, like, some of these, like, political commentary people, like, I'll watch, what's that nigga's name? Oh, shit, I love him. Why did I forget his name? Ben Shapiro. I'll watch, like, Ben Shapiro, and I'll agree with him on some shit, and other shit, I'll look at him like, you're a fucking idiot. Or I'll watch, like, Steven Crowder. I watch, like, they're just more interesting personally. Like, Democrats in the left, they're so pretentious and annoying. At least, like, at le- except when they're just blatantly lying. um, at least I don't feel like they're lying to me all the time. If the Democrats say something stupid, they'll say it in a way that's just comes off very pretentious and very snooty, and I'm right, and even though what I'm saying is complete bullshit, um I'm passing it as facts, which of course, same thing the right does. But at least when they do it, I can feel like, okay, you're just a fucking retard. Um, I don't know what my point was here. Vote, don't vote. I don't care. You know what I hate? Because I've seen it. Oh, I've seen it in person too. Um, People who okay, here's something I hate, and not hate, but I'm of the belief that you should never hang out completely with people that you agree with. And I find people have hard times, stomaching that someone does not agree with them. And when they figure out that someone doesn't agree with them, they stop listening to everything they say. Even if what they're saying is valid, even if what they're saying is true, even if these are facts, it's not being like facts not being manipulated to fit a narrative, even if these are just straightforward, you know, this is the truth. Like, I've had people so desperate to disagree with me that they'll sit there and disagree and call me stupid and do all this stuff, and then 5 minutes later be spouting everything that I was telling them. And it's like, you just want to disagree with me because for the fuck of it, because you can't just admit that I'm right for once, you know. But yeah, I feel like friend groups should be diverse, not just, should be diverse mentally. That's all I really care about. Have only white friends. I don't care. Have only black friends. I don't care. Have only Mexican friends, only Asian friends, only whatever friends, only gay friends, only straight friends, only trans friends. I don't care. Just have people of different ideologies and thought processes, because without that, you can't grow as a person. You'll never grow talking to people who agree with you, because they're always going to agree with you and never challenge your thought process. Because when you have someone who you disagree with, you can have and be able to argue. That's another thing. Be able to argue and not genuinely not take things to heart. And if you do take things to heart, say, hey, I took that shit to heart. That's another thing that annoys me, that I'll probably get to another time, is when people can't just admit that they're upset. Just admit you're upset. It's okay, I can see you're upset. I get upset, I'll say I'm upset. Yes, what you said upset me. It's fine. We're people, we're humans, we get upset. We get annoyed. We have feelings. It's okay to have feelings on the internet. Fuck, what was I saying? Something about arguing. But yeah, be able to argue with people and not have it become a heated argument, not have it ruin your relationship. Be able to argue and listen and take in what people have to say. Like, they say there's a difference between listening and waiting to speak. Some people just wait to speak. They don't listen to what you have to say. And also, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Also, if you're going to make an argument, if you're going to lecture me, just say you're lecturing me. Don't lecture me and pass it off as I'm trying to have an argument, or I'm trying to persuade you for something. Because if you're not going to listen to what I have to say back, there's no point in having the conversation. An argument is a conversation. That's the fucking yes. Let's have a conversation that we disagree on. That's what I'm gonna start saying. That's gonna be my new term. Uh, um, a disagreeing conversation. I'll come up with a better word for it, but I can't think of it right now. But let's have an opposing conversation where we oppose each other in the conversation. We don't have to call it an argument. We don't have to call it a debate, because when you call it an argument, people feel a type of way. When you call it a debate, it's, I'm not trying to debate you on this shit. Like, okay, whatever. But let's have a conversation where we genuinely try and see both sides, because and not be with people who always think the same as you, because if you don't have someone who challenges your beliefs, you can never really have beliefs, in my opinion. You don't have beliefs simply by... you don't have beliefs if you don't have anything to test it, you know? If I say... Okay, this isn't, like, something that has to do with beliefs. But if I say, hey, the sky is blue, and everyone I meet says, okay, this is dumb. That's a horrible analogy, but I'm gonna go with it anyways because I can't think of anything better. If I say, hey, the sky is blue, and everyone else is like, hey, the sky is blue, okay, this is better. Not better, but it's different. If I say, hey, the sky is green, and everyone I meet says, hey, the sky is green, you know, well, now we all think the sky is green, and the sky is not green. The sky is blue. It takes someone who's like, hey, no, guy, that's a blue sky, for me to be like, oh, shit, you're right. That's a blue sky. Now I've learned something. Or I can say, you know, I hear you. I see what you're saying. I understand why you might think that. However, I disagree. That is green because, you know, who knows how we see colors? You know, what I see as blue might be what you see as green, but since it's labeled blue and we've been taught that it's blue, we all agree it's green. We all agree that it's blue, even though I'm seeing blue. You're seeing what I see as green. He's seeing what I see as red. Ain't that crazy? Like, I want to see, like, that's my biggest thing is I want to see what other people see and see if they see what I see. Because you got, like, people who are colorblind, and they're like, everything's gray. What if, like, there has to be, okay, there are people who can't see blues and greens. There are people who can't see, like, reds and shit. What if there are people who see red is green, and blue is yellow, and orange is purple? Like, that could be fucking insane. But I guess, okay, it wouldn't be that, like, that mixed up. There would still be a spectrum, but see, that's what it would be. Like, the color spectrum, it would still be the color spectrum, but everything would be, like, shifted. So you know how, like, orange is, like, red and yellow? Instead of orange being red and yellow, orange would be, like, yellow and blue or some shit like that, you know, like how yellow and blue makes green. In this universe, you know, you would just shift it. Well, I guess it would still be the same color, so it would be like, you would shift it, so now, I'm confused. I just confused myself. Never mind. What was I talking about? This has nothing to do with what I was talking about. I was talking about not hanging out with people who agree everything with what you say, right? This is what happens when you decide to fucking make a podcast without a topic, like a topic for an overarching topic of your podcast, without a sense of direction, without a game plan, without anything, without planning things out. It's just rambling, and it's just awful. But I want to get every podcast to 45 minutes at least. So I'm gonna stop editing shit. That's also, cause let me tell y'all, I be editing shit, and that takes the time down a lot. So you're gonna hear all of my pausing. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pause. That's what I've been doing. I'll pause like when I'm like just dead, like thinking for like 20 minutes. I'll just pause it instead of just, you know, having to cut it out all the time. Instead of like doing a 20 minute podcast, but I paused for 10 minutes, so now it's a 10-minute podcast. Oh no, yo, I've only done 10 minutes because I paused. Oh shit, yeah, that's smart. Okay, next topic. So yeah, get out and vote. Vote for whoever you want. Oh, that's what also, yeah, like I've seen people who, I saw, there was this, I was at work one time and there was two people, they were arguing about something. I think I came like halfway through the argument, so I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. And the headphones in, so I wasn't really listening. Phone was probably, I probably was like, oh shit, I don't have a charger, so let me save this battery, or something happened. So I'm eavesdropping, and she asks him, either is he a Republican? I think she already knew he was a Republican, so I think he asked if he voted for Trump. And either asked if he's a Republican or if he voted for Trump or something along those lines. And when he said yes, she was like, okay, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear anything you have to say after this. Yeah, shut it down, which infuriated me. Because it's like, I get it. He voted for someone who you think is the devil. Figure out why. Talk to him. Have a conversation. Try to see his point of view. Maybe he'll see your point of view. Maybe he can convince you of his viewpoints. Maybe you can convince him that, hey, you know what? You're right. Trump is the devil. Let me never vote for him again. Or maybe you'll just have a conversation and you'll be like, my viewpoints haven't changed, his viewpoints haven't changed, but we had a nice, pleasant conversation. And that's always great, right? But don't shut someone down just because you don't agree with what they say. Like, that's... Like, when anyone who does that, I automatically think you're retarded. Like, I would rather have an unproductive conversation that went nowhere than to shut someone down before I even give them a chance to speak. Because you never know who you're letting speak, Sure, you could be talking to some retard who didn't pass third grade, or you could be speaking to the next fucking Albert Einstein, or the next God damn it. If this shit cuts off one more time, the next non-problematic Gandhi. If I said that twice, it's because it cut off and I didn't listen to where it stopped. The next non-problematic Mother Teresa. The next Elon Musk. Just without the retarded baby names. X-Ash A12. Is that his name? That's how they said they pronounced it, because he said the X is just X. The AE thingy is pronounced like Ash. And then the A12 is like... He had like a favorite... Like a favorite plane or some shit. And it was like the precursor to that plane. Does that mean he plans on having another baby? And that'll be his new favorite baby? And he'll name him after his favorite plane? Something like that. Something stupid. So yeah, let's all just... We don't have to agree, but let's hear each other out. And just be better people, man. This Cuddy's Moral Compass. I'm here to have good conversations. I'm here to see other people's points of views, to spread awareness for the voiceless, yeah. But yeah, Joe Biden. I almost said Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he said if you don't know who to vote for, he's making it so fucking hard. Like, I used to think Joe Biden was the only person who could take down Trump. I was like, this guy is the only person with a shot. Anyone else runs against Trump, they're getting their asses beat. Even Bernie. Even Bernie. Okay, I know y'all niggas love Bernie, but I'm like, nah. He's a socialist, bro. He's a socialist. We're not fucking commies in this fucking country. We aren't commies. We're not gonna vote for a commie. We're capitalists. So it's gonna be enough people who are like, nah, he's a communist. I'm not fucking with him. Bernie ain't gonna win. Um, that was Hillary's problem too. Like Hillary just thought she was gonna win. Like bitch, campaign. Actually, campaign. Here's the thing about the black vote. It's not hard to get. You just have to make us feel like. Let me not say us because I'm not a part of a black. I'm not a part of the black vote. I'm barely a voter myself. Um, voter fraud. But yeah, like just make us feel like, hey, you hear us and you're going to do something about the shit that we have a problem with. And I'm just gonna say we because it'd be weird to say they as a black person. But again, I don't consider myself the black vote because I barely vote. But yeah, it's not hard to get. The black vote is not only about crime. That's a part of it, and the jail system, police brutality, all that shit. It's a part of it, you know. However, that's not all we care about. So stop. Like I didn't watch the Charlemagne Joe Biden interview or whatever, but I heard that whenever the black vote or black issues or anything was brought up, Joe Biden just went straight into crime and shit, and it's like that's not all we care about, man. That's not all we care about. But get out and vote. And I completely forgot the point I was gonna say or what I was gonna say again because I keep going on the tangents about Hillary and shit. Oh fuck. Well, if you're not black or if you don't know who you're gonna vote for. Oh yeah, I used to think Joe Biden was the only one, but he's making it so fucking hard. And it's like he's been doing it since before he got the nomination. Which it's like I can get. Oh my god, people aren't gonna vote for this nigga. Like everything, like people aren't gonna. If they didn't vote for Hillary, they're not voting for this nigga. Like Hillary was just smug, and people thought she was like with the like what's it called, the Brickerberg or whatever the fuck it's called. They think she's part of the Illuminati and all that shit, so they didn't trust her. Joe Biden, he's just like people keep talking about Trump's mental state. These niggas, they're like, these niggas really are like, does this dude have dementia? And oh my god, if you haven't seen the clip of Joe Biden saying, if you don't know who to vote for between me and Trump, you ain't black, watch it. Watch the clip and watch his face after. Like, he was proud of that. Like, he said it, he sat back, and he got this big ass smile on his face. Oh man, he was proud of that shit. And it's just like, come on. It's like, come on. Joey. He's like a 70-year-old white man. You should know better. Or not know better, but yeah, you should know better. You should know that you shouldn't be telling people what is and isn't black. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But, I'm still gonna vote for him because at this point, I don't even know if I'd even give a fuck. Like, as shitty, like, as dumb as Trump is, listen, we didn't go to war. That was my main concern with him is, like, he's gonna take us to war. We're not at war. World War III didn't happen. And he's what, 70? You never know. Niggas drop dead. But so is Joe Biden. I don't care, man. I don't care. Vote for who you want to vote for. Again, I don't give a shit about politics. I don't care who you vote for. As long as you're not a Nazi, I don't care. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't know if I give off like mad black Republican vibes, but niggas be talking to me like I'm just some crazy Republican. Like they just be talking to me like going in on Obama, talking crazy shit about Democrats, and I just be looking at them like, y'all know I'm black, right? Like I don't fuck with them. Like even if I'm not necessarily a Democrat, I'm damn sure ain't a Republican either. Like I feel like I'm fairly centered. I'm not centered, but I don't know. I don't give a shit about politics. Who gives a shit about politics? Vote for me. I'm. How much does it cost? Because I know it costs money. You can't. How much does it cost to vote to run for president? Let me see. $500. I could have 500. I got what? 20 years? Not 20 years. 15 years to save. 16 years to save. Cool. Easy. I have $500 in 16 years, and then have 500. Then what is that? After that, if I lose, just keep running. If you keep running, it's gonna happen. Barack Obama ran in like '04. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Now I know that. He ran in like '04 or some shit, and now he's president, or former president rather. Donald Trump. Oh, that's another thing. Man, fuck the Simpsons, y'all. Stop with the Simpsons predicted this shit. Cause they're not predicting shit. That's the crazy thing. Is they're not predicting shit. You know, a lot like I've seen a lot of this shit going around online, like the Simpsons predicted this shit. They be stretching, they be reaching, they got the reach advantage of the gods. Like, you know how they say your arms are too short to box with gods? They be reaching like they can box with God, you know. They be reaching. They either be blatant lies like the coronavirus shit. They had the shit going around where it was like it was the news report and it said coronavirus across the shit, and it's like, nigga, you can see you can see the real name of whatever virus it is underneath the coronavirus thing, and you guys are really falling for this shit. Like, oh my god, they fucking predicted it. Like, it's obviously photoshopped. They didn't even fucking erase the original name, which was, it was like some feline cat shit or some shit. And then they were like, oh, they predicted the bees too, because they were complaining and then there were bees. Like, really? That's predicting it? Or it'd be like, oh, they predicted Trump for president. Y'all know Trump has ran for president before. He ran in 2000. Like, he's ran for president before. This isn't the first time he's run for president. You know, so them saying, ha, they were making a joke like, ha, President Trump, because he ran for president because it was topical, and it just so happened to happen. That's not predicting it. That's making a joke. That just happens. Like, y'all give the Simpsons too much credit. Y'all be reaching. Y'all the slightest of little things. Y'all say they predicted it, and they didn't. They didn't. I saw something. It was like Simpsons predicted the World Trade Center, even though, one, there'd been a bombing at the World Trade Center before already, and two, the thought of, I think there was a whole movie set around like a terrorist event at the World Trade Center. I mean, they probably didn't know it was going to be planes, but I mean, the whole thing of someone attacking the World Trade Center isn't. Simpsons didn't predict that either. And if you're gonna say that Simpsons predicted that, then so did fucking Biggie Smalls and Notorious B.I.G. when he said blow up like the World Trade, Bonson, the opposite. I don't think that's the actual sequence of lyrics, but yeah. Okay. I should. Fuck. I don't know if that came in at the right time. Anyways, I should rename this podcast from Cuddy's Moral Compass to Cuddy's Rants, because that's what they turn into. I'm not giving y'all any type of game. One day I am, and one day I'm gonna get to the next phase of Cuddy's Moral Compass, and I hope it doesn't suck as bad as this podcast. I'm not even gonna get to all the other shit. No, all the other, yeah, whatever. It's the 26th. There's a recording today. I'm putting it out tomorrow, the 27th. So by the time you're listening to this, if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, the 27th, you got 3 days, y'all. 3 days until the Flint 13s drop, and I have to get them. Okay, if you want to help me get them, hit me up. We gotta get these, bro. Like, these are all I care about. This is all I care about. All I want in life. I need these shoes, y'all. These for me are like Skechers for old people. You know, I need them. I need them. I gotta get them. I'm going to cry if I don't get them. What time do they drop? I hope it's not like the Yeezys did like a 7 a.m. drop, but that's Eastern time, so I had to wake up at like 4 in the morning to get some fucking shoes. I hope they don't do that. I hope it goes back, because they used to do 10 a.m., so I just had to wake up at 7, which still, like, I'm not trying to wake up at 7 or before 7. But let's see. Releases. Ooh, those are nice. The NMDs. Flint 13s drop. 7 a.m. Pacific. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. We did not find any stores within a 100-mile radius of your location. Why are all this, man? Foot Locker needs to open up. Because I don't want to pay shipping on these. But, alright, 7 a.m. Cool. These are back to 7 a.m. I think it was the Yeezys. It might have just been them. I don't think it was any other shoes. I haven't really, tried to get any other shoes lately in a while. So, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We gotta get these. If we don't get these, I'm gonna cry. And new theme song coming soon. Let me not say that. I said I was gonna make a new theme song, but probably not. So that's been this podcast. It hasn't been 45 minutes, but I don't give a shit. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week, because I still have to make a cover thingy for this. So, bye. Well, that was horrible. I'm not gonna end it like that. So that's been Cuddy's Moral Compass. Yay. He's got a compass, hey, but he ain't explored, nah. It's for his morals, hey. Cuddy's Moral Compass, hey. Cuddy's Moral Compass, hey. This the theme song till we get a better theme song.